has come down from the provincial parliament up there and is now right here behind me. The police have
seen that the white South Africans and the Indians are starting security companies, acquiring guns to keep the society safe. And they're even working with the police to keep the society safe. And then there is us.
People are against this march. They don't know. What they know, they don't abide with labour laws. Nobody abides by the law in this country.
Illegal immigrants and foreign nationals in South Africa. I get it. Cool.
The March on March people are in for a big trouble because the white South Africans have signed petitions to the UN and to the government of South Africa to put an end to the March on March protest that is currently happening in South Africa. According to them, there've been a lot of looting and a lot of economic setback ever since they started this March on March. And the March on March people do not have any idea of the damage that they have caused in South Africa. So this group came out to, talk about how the March on March has become, in fact, a terrorist group. According to them, they are now walking around with their pew, like that is their gun, trying to secure their lives and properties from those people because they are going door to door, farm to farm, harassing people. According to these white people, they said if they should eventually come into their territory, that they are not going to find this funny. Let's take a look at some of the videos. They'll be right back. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
Right behind me is a vigil against xenophobia that's taking place in front of St. George's Cathedral. And the anti-migrant march has come down from the provincial parliament up there and is now right here behind me. The police have formed two human chains as a barrier between the vigil here and the march over there.
Refugees are welcome. Have you seen that the white South Africans and the Indians are starting security companies, acquiring guns to keep the society safe? And they're even working with the police to keep the society safe. And then there is us. We acquire guns to make our communities so unsafe. Instead of using those guns to protect our people, we're using those guns to destroy the lives of our people. Our townships have no-go areas because of us. We make life miserable in our townships with the guns we've acquired, whereas the other races are using those guns to keep their societies safe. The townships, won't mention the names of the townships, where that when it's dark, you don't linger around, you don't walk around because it's so unsafe. Boys as young as 14, 15, 18, they've got guns and they're using them to torment the same society. Your own people, tormenting your own people. Why are we like this? Why do we take joy in destroying the lives of our own people? We cannot make the excuses of poverty. There are people that are living miserable lives in rural areas. They're not using guns on our people. You find these attitudes mostly in townships. And people like blaming poverty. But mattering people, they will blame poverty. How is it that destroying someone's life to make your life better, making any sense to anyone? I'm just wondering, why are we like this?
Since when do so many whites and Indians fight for the rights of Africans? Since when? The only time I've ever seen so many whites and Indians fight for Africans is when there's a benefit that is being threatened for them. Whites and Indians are not known to fight for black South Africans. So you all can spare us. But what I do know is that a specific market could be threatened, which could be you guys employing specific illegal migrants, like the lady that mentioned her having employed illegal migrants for over 20 years. And obviously you will now be affected. But since when do you guys fight for black people? Since when? Spare us.
No hate, no fear. Refugees are welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. No hate, no fear. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here. Power to the people. Power to the people. No human is illegal. No human is illegal. Power to the people. Power to the people. No human is illegal. No human is illegal. Xenophobia will not win. Xenophobia will not win. We are all African. We are all African. Xenophobia will not win. Xenophobia will not win. We are all African. We are all African.
Protest against illegal immigrants and foreign nationals in South Africa. I get it. Cool. You don't want an illegal person to be exploited and to undercut a South African when a taxpaying South African can actually benefit from work or whatever the case may be. I understand. First question I have though is, did you check on the Bulgarians and the Russians and the Eastern Europeans living in Constantia in Cape Town? Or you're going to leave that one to Interpol to check their passports and their papers there? Did you check on the digital nomads in Buka? I'm only speaking from a Cape Town experience here, but the digital nomads in Buka, pretty sure you'll find a few of them with expired visas and that has travel documents that has expired. Do you check on those? Like that Zimbabwean lady from Sea Point said the other day. I've been here for 24 years and as a white person, nothing has happened to me. But you're Zimbabwean, so you see where I'm going here with this, because yeah, why do you want to work in a spaza shop? Why do you want to be a gardener? Why do you want to be somebody that is taking minimum wage just to get by? I understand socio-economic implications of all of this. I get it. I do understand it fully. But I think that the bigger picture is being ignored here. Yeah, man. Anyway, hope you had a good March. It seems like it because the roads and shit is fucking quiet. And yeah, the foreign people that I do run into that see me in the shops and stuff, they are very friendly. So
the way the black South Africans are behaving, it makes the white South Africa want to separate from them. They've written a letter to Donald Trump that they don't want to be with the black South Africa. They want to have independent. Guess what? I wish I can post a video there here over the TikTok, but TikTok will take it down. So you can go on my other platform and watch it.
White South Africans, I have a question for you. Name one black South African or a colored South African who had a great positive impact on your life. Maybe it was a woman who helped raise you. Maybe it was your teacher. Maybe it was a nurse, a doctor, a colleague, a neighbor, or just a friend. I don't want to hear that black people have been good to me. I want to see the names. I want to know what exactly they did. We spend so much time fighting about what we as South Africans have done to each other. I want us to remember what we have done for one another. As a black South African, I am going to start. My mother, when she was sick, during the end of her life, her best friend, I call her Mama Kanomafu. That woman took my mother as a big sister. We were far in Johannesburg and my mother was in the Eastern Cape. She was there for every hospital visit. She took care of her as her own. I never had to worry about my mom. My mom so trusted her that she even trusted her with a PIN number for a bank card. That's how close they were. Even after my mother passed away. Mama Kanomafu is still there. She is still there. She is an aunt I never had. My mom was the only daughter, just like I am her only daughter. I never had an experience of having umagazi or an aunt. But she is that magazi that I never had. She does not expect anything in return. She loved my mom while she was alive. And she loves my mom even after she is gone. She has demonstrated that love to us. Nakadebe Nkosi, thank you for loving my mother as your own. Now, white South Africans, your turn. Put their names in the comments. Let their names be remembered. And that, my friend, is a part of the long view. And this is Piwa, the gift that keeps giving.
It is crystal clear that the white South Africans do not, or in any way, love what those black South Africans are doing to them. If there's going to be a change, the white South Africans would rather have the black South Africans out of South Africa. I am telling you the real facts, because the black South Africans, according to these white people, they said they are the problem in South Africa. They don't want to work. They are just so lazy to work. They don't want to, create an impact in their country. Instead, all the results doing is taken from other people, being greedy of other people's wealth, and they will put it in your face that you're taking their jobs. Meanwhile, they don't want to do the job. They don't want to. ever since foreigners left, a lot of companies have left South Africa because South Africans are not ready to work. They are not ready. They are not ready. So that is the reason why this white South Africans said they are ready to protect everything that they have. Protect their properties, protect their lives, because these people are ready. They are just ready to look for where to make from without working. They don't want to work, but they want to eat. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please kindly share this video, like and subscribe.